Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Good evening folks, it is Friday evening at 10 to 7. Quite a bit to tell you today actually. I've got a movie review, I've got a Geek Box to open, which I will be doing in a minute, and I've only slit the box, I haven't actually looked what's inside it. I've got a shout out, but somebody who's no longer with us unfortunately, but I still want to do it, and a poem. And a bit more information as well. So let's get it cracking. I'm just going to do you a movie review for a film I watched last night. It is a Pakistani horror film called Pari, P-A-R-I. And there's something a bit weird about it, but I'll tell you about that now. First of all, before I do the review, let me just tell you, it is one of the hardest films I have ever been able to rate on Smashbomb, and I'll explain why. In 2018, a Pakistani film corporation bought out the film called Pari, P-A-R-I, right? At the same time, an Indian broadcasting film bought out another film called Pari. Spelt the same. Both horror films, both totally different. Internet Movie Database, in their infinite wisdom, have mixed up both films. So you've got the pictures for the one that I've seen, with a write-up and a cast for a totally different movie. And then you've got the pictures for the movie I haven't seen, with my cast and my write-up. And it is a complete and utter mess-up. Anyway, I managed to get the information, and this is basically it. Pari is a Pakistani horror film, and it's set where a couple and a daughter, here we go again, go into a house, and when they go into the house, strange things start happening. Now, it's not your ordinary run-of-the-mill horror. It's more a case, because the little girl, you start seeing this little boy, this dead little boy, around the house, and you don't know what his connection is at all, you haven't got a clue. And there's also a man who's very religious in the middle of this, like a shrine thing. He keeps going to this shrine and praying. And he keeps being told, he keeps seeing this, looks like a messenger type thing, showing him where to go. And he always ends up at this family's house. Anyway, one time he confronts the father and tells him that the child's evil, she's possessed, and that she shouldn't be, in the house. They need to get out of the house before, it destroys the family. The gist of it is the father, a year beforehand, went away for a business trip, and he was away for a while. And the mother, while she was playing with the child, they were playing hide and seek, and the girl drowns in the pool. Now, the mother's love comes to the fore here, and what she basically does, she can't bear to part with her daughter. So she finds a book on black magic and brings her daughter back. But of course, what she brings back isn't her daughter. It isn't her daughter at all. It's this like a possessed spirit type thing. And you find out that the bloke who was at the shrine also used to live in that house, and he did something similar, but he didn't do what she did. He didn't bring his son back. What he did, his son ended up with a really, really severe eye problem. I think it was eye cancer or something, and he tried to get him cured by a witch doctor, and the witch doctor ended up inadvertently killing the boy. And from that minute on, the guy who'd lived in the house kept seeing his son everywhere, so he ended up leaving the house, never going back, and turning into like a heretic. And that's why he was trying to warn them. Anyway, it's okay. I still can't give it more than 3 though, because first of all, there's a lot of religious undertones in it. It's God will save us all, Allah, and all this sort of stuff, right? And another thing is the acting from the father is over the top. Let's just say that. Yes, I know he's mourning in parts of it, and he's crying for his daughter, but the crying is way too over the top. And also, unfortunately, of course, with it being coming out of Pakistan, it's actually got a lot of Pakistan singing in it as well, like chanting to Allah and stuff like that, which could put people off a lot. It could put people off a lot. Now, the film is on for over 2 hours. Well, dead on 2 hours, actually. It is a long film, and I can't give it more than 3. The idea was clever. It was kind of like Damien the Omen meets Pet Cemetery, if you can try and figure that one out. But it was okay, but I'll give it 3. I'm getting a bit severe with my ratings, just like that. So that's Pari, P-A-R-I, and it's on Netflix, and I give it 3. Not really a review here, more of a, yeah. Well, we finished last night because we were having a Tesco delivery. We had a Tesco delivery between 9 and 10, so we decided to watch The Call the Midwife from last Sunday, which was brilliant as usual. I can't fault Call the Midwife, it's fantastic. And then we watched the last 2 episodes of the series of The Mist. Now, I've loved The Mist. The Mist has been really clever. I would not touch it with a barge pole after last night. I would only give it now 1 out of 10. And that's bad, isn't it? Now, it's been fantastic all the way through. right? It's been brilliant all the way through. Only right at the end of the episode 10, it leaves it, right? Where two of the people are going off one direction, somebody's going off another. There's a mole filling up with the mist, so you don't know what's going to happen. Apparently, the maker of it, the actual broadcaster, decided that after one series they weren't making anymore. So it done end, and there's no plans to make any more, are there? So you're left with 10 episodes of a series that don't go anywhere. There's no conclusion to it at all. There's nothing. So avoid it like the plague, unless you just want to be disappointed at the end, because we were literally, my wife was literally kicking the TV. She wanted more, and when I went online and it just said the broadcasters pulled it, they're not doing any more. Well, when you bear in mind the last episode was August 2017, so if they were going to do any more, they'd have done it by now. It's just not being done. It said that they actually cancelled it, they pulled the plug on season 1. So that's very, very upsetting, and it's not really good. Not really good at all. Now, I also, a news story today that stuck with me was there was a young child that was killed in this country a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, a couple of months ago or something. And the lad who's been charged with it in rape and murder was 16. And they asked for anonymity because they didn't want him named. Now, I think this is a brilliant thing because they've decided, no, you've done the crime. You're not going to hide away in anonymity for the rest of your life. You're not. So they have named him. They've named him now, so that people know who they're dealing with. And this led on to the other story that I was on about the other day. I was talking the other day about this woman, I can't remember her name, Begum or something. Anyway, she went over to Syria to join the Islamic State terrorists. And while she was over there, she got pregnant. And now it's all gone a bit square, pear-shaped over there. She wants to come back. And our government has said no. And I got to thinking what would happen if they said yes. Now, bear in mind, this woman has been on the news, and at no point has she said that she regrets going. At no point has she said she made a mistake. At no point has she said that she did the wrong thing. Right? She's trying to use her age of 15 and saying that when she was 15, she didn't know what she was doing. That's an absolute load of crap. I'm sorry. If you want to get offended, feel free. And I got to thinking what would happen if they turned around and said, yes, you can come back. Where would they put her? Where would they put it? Where would they be able to house it in the UK where she would be safe? Because I'll tell you something now, somebody will kill her. Somebody will kill her. One of the relatives of one of those terrorist bombs that's gone off in this country or in another country and killed people, they would kill her. She wouldn't be safe. No chance, mate. There's no way. You've got a load of people over here who are still recovering from terrorist attacks, and you're going to allow somebody who joined the terrorists to come back to the UK with no regrets whatsoever? Nah, mate, not going to happen. Like I said, I was talking about this with a couple of people, and they all said the same thing, that she would not be safe. She would be dead within a month because nobody will let her live, not after what she's done. You know, she made that decision to go over there. She made that decision to get pregnant by one of them terrorists. She must have done, I would have thought. She's made that decision. Now she wants to make the decision to come back over to the UK where it's all nicey nice and everything's done for her, like she's just gone on holiday. No chance, mate. I wouldn't let her into this country in a million years. But then again, I'm not in charge. And if they do, I think that's it. I think this country will revolt and people will go, they'll go despair, they'll go mental. Anyway, that's my view on 2 news stories. Right, folks, it's Geek Box time. Now, bear in mind, you're seeing this at the same time I'm seeing it. I haven't got a clue what's in it. I'll do what I always do. So put my chair sideways. Shall try and get in the box. I shall take out the obligatory packaging, of which there is none. Ah, there is no packaging. Right, so we'll start with the first item. We have the customary t-shirt. And what have we got? We have got... Ooh, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Oof, that looks pretty Japanese anime, that does to me. Well, cool, that is. That's my first item. I do like doing this for you folks, and I know Steve Cook, he loves me doing this. He's been asking me when my box is coming for a while. I've also got, what the bloody hell is that? Oh no, it's a Pokemon. I'm not into Pokemon. That could go in a freebie, that could to somebody. I'll see about that. I'm not into Pokemon. I've also got Attack on Titan. I'm getting the feeling this is a Japanese anime box, aren't you? Attack on Titan, it's a set of pin badges. Well, maybe not. Oh, yes, yeah. Socks. But look what they are. Kill Bill. Kill Bill socks. That's pretty cool. That's the best item so far. Kill Bill. Got two more things in here. A Funko Pop from Fairy Tale called Carla. That must be another Japanese anime, I'm thinking. It's a cute little cat. In for a penny, eh? In for a penny. And last but not least, there's a big box in here. And I've got a Death Note mug, I'm thinking. Bear me 1 second, I shall tell you. I shall tell you and I shall show you. That's rather cool, actually. That is rather cool. Anybody who's into Death Note will like that. Look at that. That is well smart. That is well smart. There you go. It is obviously a Japanese anime box. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, actually. I think that's pretty good going. That's not bad. Not bad for a box. When you get a Funko Pop and a mug and a T-shirt. Well, I shall put that away. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Now today would have been my dad's 71st birthday. He was a wonderful man. He was my dad. Unfortunately, he passed away 10 years ago coming up. He was taken well too young. He was only 61. I miss him every day. I wish I could pick the phone up and phone him. Sorry, it always gets me. But I want to read out a poem that I wrote to do with my dad. And I'll finish with this. It's called Becoming. I don't drink lager, I prefer beer. I'm getting more wrinkles with each passing year. And when I see all the crow's feet, I start to shed a tear. Oh no, I'm turning into my dad. My favourite drink is a nice cup of tea. Match of the day is my Saturday night TV. I've started saying what will be, will be. Oh no, I'm turning into my dad. The brown in my hair is becoming white. I get really cold on a winter's night. I sometimes watch sport to see if there's a fight. Oh no, I'm becoming my dad. I spend more time with my family these days. I want to fill each hour in 100 different ways. I'm so far behind with today's latest craze. I'm definitely becoming my dad. So I look in the mirror to see him smiling back. Though he's no longer here, he keeps me on track. I wish in my heart I could have him back. I smile. I am becoming my dad. I hope he can hear me up there. And if you get a chance while you're watching this, raise a glass for me, will you, please? To my dad, Kenneth Cotton. R.I.P. Dad. I won't leave you on a somber note. I didn't want to do that, but I did want to remember my dad. He was a really nice bloke, and a lot of the things that I am because of him. I learned a lot of things from him. I learned humility. I learned respect. I learned to take each day, and I learned also to look out for myself and my family, rather than everybody else all the time. Think of myself. He always said to me the two most important people that should be in my life are me and Dad. And Dad loved him. Dad misses him as much as I do. She had got a good chance to get to know him. We used to go up there when we used to go down visit. Always making him, always having a cup of tea and a rattle with him, a chat with him. And he went from this really proud man to a very, very frail, thin man. And I still got a great lot of love and respect for my dad. He wasn't Mr. Perfect by any stretch of the imagination. He had faults. He knows he had faults. But he never pretended to be perfect. He was one of them men who you took as you found, mate. Simple as. Because he wouldn't put on airs and graces for anybody. He was as down to earth as they come. He was Stokey through and through. And I think that's what I'll always be. I'll never put airs on graces. I don't want to be something I'm not. I'm proud of being working class. I'm proud of my roots, and I always will be. And I get that from my dad. So I'll leave you to it, and I'll do another video tomorrow. You all take care, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you again for subscribing. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.